Morning, everyone. Today reminded me about mercy. We see Mother Mary reaching out to all of us. So we actually don't pray to Mary. Mary is not God, but we know she is a very kind person. To me, it's just like when we meet kind people, our parents, they shower a lot upon to us, and we remember about them. So we actually ask, "Can I be more like you?" And we thank her. We honor her for her wonderful protection, and we believe her soul lives till now. We believe the soul remains and they are close to God. Therefore, just asking her to talk to God for us, to tell God about us. And we hope from protection because we believe she's around. Her soul is here, or in heaven, looking at us, really showering upon to us and really reaching out to us. And so to me it's just like maybe having regular meetings with God and just proposing it and asking God or the bosses to do something about it. We really don't know their roles, but the final decision has to be someone in power, which is God. They are just the messengers, they are just executing, they are just one proposing. You will come to look at it in that way. So we really ask God to protect us in this aspect of life. And we thank her for wonderful mercy, and we know she lead all of us. She shelter all of us. So today we hear about Exodus, about the instruction of God through Moses to ask all the Jews, and which is all the Jewish practices, whatever Pharisees, all came from this particular reading, this particular passage that passed down, and after that, of course, we adopt to that because that's still God's instruction for us. Actually, when Jesus said, "I came here to change everything," actually the intention, the remembrance, the purpose is not demolished. It just came on a different form so that we could appreciate the actual meaning, the actual mercy that is intended for us. Not that the practices are wrong, it is just another way for us to understand the practices, to understand the intention. Because as we progress up, different is like when we teach a kid how to walk, right? And now when they walk, it could be slightly different. We have to teach them differently. We have to teach them how to run, we have to teach them how to skate, cycle, compared to when first started learning how to walk. All these are fundamental. So God teaches us, the intention is the same, mobility is to move around. I think it just take on a different instruction, different form, different practices for us to really appreciate. And we thank God for that patience, that ability to be mercy, to be compassion, to understand where we are. So my reflection today is tradition and practices are supposed to bring us closer to God, closer to the intention of God. Not to separate us, not to say that I'm doing this method is right, this method is wrong. I think ultimately does it lead us to the intention? Does it reflect on the intention? So when we mark ourselves with the blood, like the door, right now we are filled with the blood of body and blood of Christ. I'll make a sign of the cross. It's actually for us to remember the mercy, honor the Trinity, to recognize that whatever good and bad that's happening in our life, God is actually with us. It's really not to separate us from the rest of God's creation. It's not to say the pagans are wrong. Yes, their practices could be wrong, but they are not wrong in a way. Same for homosexuality and all. And when we offer the sacrifices, when we make our own sacrifices, it's not the sacrifice, but it's a sign of recognizing God's mercy, and to remember how God has been in our life and how spotless He is, how perfect He is, and we are just trying to empty ourselves out a bit more by making our sacrifice, by having lesser of ourselves. And this sacrifice will become clearer, that ultimate sacrifice is the death of Jesus Christ, which wash away and to remove all the plagues, pandemic, now we call it, right, from mankind, to really, so that we could withstand the evil in the world. So nothing is actually bigger than the love of God for us. It's beyond what we give to God. It's beyond. Whatever sacrifice we give is so small as compared to what God can do for us. I think it is really for us to remember nothing is bigger than the love of God for us. It's beyond what we can give to God. It is what we show in our action to others, the least of my brothers and sisters. May I continue to know, to give to the community, to give to people, especially my family, the full of me, the patient, the good side of me, lesson of my bad, lesser of myself, and focus on them. All this I pray. Amen.